it would be good to call a special meeting of the council, an emergency meeting. But I want to go back to the distribution of aid. Can you remind me of the number of packages that the government has distributed to this point?
I think it was 116,000.
15,000. It was indicated too that partners would have been distributed. Do you have information about that number from the partners?
Not in my notes here, but I can indicate, for example, that the World Food Kitchen was one of our stronger partners. To date, they have done just 1.3 million hot meals into various communities.
Right, but that's not packages. That would have been
that's hot meals.
Right, so they will give a daily distribution of hot meals. So if we work with the 116, you also indicated that you estimate that each package will serve about 4 people.
Yes, for 4 days.
For 4 days. So with about 20 days gone, then we should have had about 5 rotations.
That is ideal.
That is ideal. So with this number, we should have indicated that if it was serving a family of 4, then at best, each family would have received 1/5 of the time, or 1/5 of the families would have received enough times. Which one is the more likely circumstance?
Repeat this for my clarity.
All right, so
one for
the 5 periods that would have existed since the hurricane, you have distributed enough food for 1 per family. So if it is 1 per family, then they would have received 1/5 of the times that you desired. Or was it that 1/5 of the family received enough rotations?
The reality of it might be a mix of the two.
Sorry.
Because we have been back into locations to issue products.
So in that case, therefore, there would be some persons that would have been in a rotation, indicating that there might be quite a bit of persons that have not been touched by government.
The possibility could exist.
How quickly could we get that information so that we can cauterize and immediately solve that situation?
We could see to work on it just to complete it this week.
Is there any desire to work with members of parliament and their systems to provide some of that information?
Well, to the extent that we have been, I know the general instructions to the delivery crews is for us to cause that the PDCs are informed before we go into areas. And we, to the extent that
the parish development,
disaster coordinators. Parish disaster.
PDCs, parish disaster
coordinators.
Remember, I'm telling you, a lot of people are watching, so there are a lot of these acronyms and abbreviations.
So to the extent that we're going into areas, Chair, then that is how we operate. We have seen in a number of instances, members of parliament or councillors will come and they join in the discussion.
If they find out about it,
but is there any
then
call?
they can show up. But there's no message to them directly.
Right. Is there a call? Can there be a call for areas not yet touched, people not yet touched to be submitted? Because the numbers would suggest that either they are starving for 3 of the 4 of the 5 rotations, or 4/5 of them are not getting. So either way, the numbers are not working out on our behalf. Is there a strategy to get more information so that that can be rectified?
We can treat a strategy around that, and we can start by leaning into the resources which are there. Your PDCs, your councillors,
the churches
where necessary.
All right. How much water do you desire per day for the people in the worst affected areas? Bottles of water.
That's a calculus I don't have on my hands right now.
Okay. And how much bottles of water do we think they're getting per day currently? All right, Chairman, we get that